Hi, it's Miss Morgan in class one. I am going to summarize some of your ideas about the community issues that you wrote about in mid-February. I want to say that there were a lot of very thoughtful responses with many good points for both of the issues. So the first issue is drug use in schools, and 18 students in class one picked this as a more valuable topic than the school lunches. Anyway, so some of what you all said was that this topic is more valuable because, kids could possibly die due to drugs. It is a bigger problem than school lunch because it can have a big impact on your life and be a long-term problem. Um, some people think that the school has decent lunches already and that drug use in schools is just a more significant issue. More significant issue here. It's a more serious topic and more important than school lunch. Drugs can ruin lives. It can harm a student's well being and health. Um, Students might have more of a say than when adults in the community try to, or more impact than when adults in the community try to address the issue about drugs in school. People in charge may be more likely to listen to students as opposed to adults. And it's a very serious issue. It can interfere with learning and have a big negative effect on people. Not everyone eats the school lunches, so it wouldn't affect everyone. But if someone uses drugs, they may influence other kids to also do the same. Um, so again, the school lunch was fine on the day this person wrote it, and that it's just a more significant issue. It can negatively impact drugs, can negatively impact life more than the quality of school lunch. Uh, it may impact others to also do drugs. We have decent lunches. It can lead to addiction, which can ruin kids' lives. Drugs are deadly. It's more concerning and more important, and it affects kids everywhere. All right, so this section just I asked you all to think of an argument that someone else might have that goes against your opinion. And so it's lots of very good points, by the way, and talks about how drugs don't just affect one person. The quality of the food is fine. Even if a young person isn't addicted now, they might be addicted later in life. It's a more critical issue than school lunch. Uh, some people, maybe the adults, aren't aware of how many kids actually use drugs in school, so it's a big problem. It can quickly influence others. Some people acknowledge it's more of a challenge, but this isn't a five-star restaurant. You're in a public school and the food isn't going to be amazing. That was pretty comical, by the way. All right. School is where kids start drugs. Drugs are more important and have a bigger long-term effect. People can die from drug overdoses or having a serious drug problem. Um, Society might judge people harshly about using drugs, and that we can help others by trying to encourage people to ask for help. Um, Someone is doubting how bad the school lunches are. People slash teachers, maybe the adults, can't have their eyes on students all the time because if students do them, they do it in the bathroom and you can't stop from using them. All right, so I was reading that person's argument as to why this topic may not be that important, but they're saying the community can at least try to help kids when it comes to drugs. And not a lot of people use drugs, but the ones that do are doing illegal things, and set a bad image of the school. Okay, it's a serious issue. Someone argues even if only 1 or 2 students are using drugs in school, it's still an issue because they have drugs in school. Just because it's happening in plain sight doesn't mean there aren't students using drugs. All right, so 8 of you talked about school lunch quality, and you said it was valuable because some lunches just aren't very high quality and taste bad. It's more doable issue than tackling the issue of drugs in school. It affects all of us. The school lunches affect all of us, not just a select few. Um, Eating better quality food can boost your focus levels, and that can help with anything. School lunch quality is terrible. It's nice to have a nice lunch. We eat lunch every day. It's a daily thing, whereas drugs aren't used in school every day. Or someone says there's been no drug use in schools besides medicine like Advil. I'm not sure any of us know that that is true or not true, but those are the lunch quality arguments. And some of the opposing arguments and rebuttals for the school lunch group. Some people have to eat school lunch, and if the quality is bad, that's not good. School lunch is important for kids to function well throughout the day. School lunch may not be harmful, but it would also benefit kids. And slowing drug use is complicated and a long process, which most likely isn't going to help much. So this person is thinking the other issue, we won't be able to make much progress. Lunch is more important. A good lunch helps you focus in class. You're not hungry. If the lunch is really bad, you could get food poisoning. Quality of school lunch affects most people in the school. Could increase productivity, but not many people are affected by drug use in school. And the school system should save money and get better food. So those are the two sides. I wanted you to hear some of your classmates' opinions and see the variety of opinions out there. And we will soon be deciding which issue to pick to research for the class. Okay, class 1, lots of great ideas in this document that you contributed. And so thank you. Thank you, students in class 1. Bye.